What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome to today's installment of Renegades Reviews. I'm the Renegade J.J. Williams, here to bring you my thoughts on yet another classic horror movie. Today we resume the Frankenstein saga after 3 days of Dracula, because as I mentioned, today's movie is the first one to include Dracula in the Frankenstein saga. Today I'm going to review House of Frankenstein, released in December of 1944. This movie, the synopsis is: an evil scientist and a hunchback escape from prison and encounter Dracula, the Wolfman, and the Frankenstein monster. This movie marked the return of Boris Karloff to the Frankenstein saga. Although he did not play the role of the monster in this one, he played the role of Dr. Gustav Niemann, a mad scientist with Dr. Frankenstein-like qualities. Lon Chaney Jr. reprised his role of the Wolfman. John Carradine, father of David, Robert, Keith, Bruce Carradine, portrays Count Dracula in this, and the role of the monster goes to Glenn Strange for his first of 3 movies. This movie also starred J. Carrol Naish as Daniel, who was a Quasimodo hunchback type of character, even going as far as to fall in love with a gypsy, much like Quasimodo falls in love with Esmeralda. The hunchback character of Daniel falls in love with Ianka, played by Elena Verdugo, and she initially falls for Daniel, but then upon meeting Lawrence Talbot, starts to develop feelings for the Wolfman, as it were. Lionel Atwill is in this movie again as well. You know, Universal contract player in a bunch of these movies. This movie was the first true monster mash, I guess you could call, in the fact that you had Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, a hunchback character, and a mad scientist character. Apparently, early drafts also were going to include the Mummy, the Ape Woman, the Mad Ghoul, and possibly the Invisible Man within the movie, which would have just made it that much more monsterific, if you were. John Carradine, although not Bela Lugosi, did a pretty good job of portraying Dracula. So good, in fact, he was able to come back for the sequel to this that we'll talk about tomorrow. Glenn Strange actually received some coaching from Boris Karloff as how to portray the monster, which is kind of a cool, how cool would it be to get lessons from Boris Karloff? I'm just saying, it's like if you're going to portray his classic character, who better to guide you than the originator of the character? The Monster Mash would continue with tomorrow's feature. We're going to review the House of Dracula, because this one was just that successful that they actually decided to continue the story and do another multi-monster movie. What do you guys think of the House of Frankenstein, those of you that have seen it? Let me know. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, as always. Let me know which movies you would like me to discuss and review as we continue our road to Halloween. And until tomorrow, when I talk about House of Dracula here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, I am the Renegade J.J. Williams, and I look forward to talking to you guys once again tomorrow.